So this is part three of kind of my voice daily, I guess voice daily series, daily diary series. I just haven't posted in a while, so this would be kind of overview of what I've been kind of doing I guess the past couple of days. So one of the things I've been kind of focusing on is finishing up some of my smaller projects. When I say smaller projects, these are usually I like to do custom coded solutions or custom coded projects where it's more I'm coding out these projects. I'm kind of building these it's more complex solutions where these projects I'm pretty much I just have to kind of take they want to integrate their voice agent with a API. So maybe they want to integrate it with a calendar system, or maybe they want to integrate it with a CRM. So I'm pretty much integrating with a API endpoint, and usually I can build this out with N8 or Make, so these no-code solutions, which makes them pretty easy to set up. So one of those solutions is actually I'm integrating the voice agent with a CRM called Active Campaign. And what one of the cool features of Active Campaign is that you can do email campaigns in it. So you can create your own email templates, and you can just send them out mass. You can mass send them out to all the leads you have in your CRM or whatever. But a cool thing about this is that you can attach these. You can attach links to these I guess certain sections of the email. So for this section right here, there's actually a link that where if they click it, it'll send them to a brochure. And this is for real estate, by the way. So this is a brochure on the property they're selling, pretty much. And also, what happens here is that if they click the link, they actually get tagged. So they get a certain tag, and what happens is that when they get tagged, I have a webhook in make.com that's kind of watching is watching if when any and any leads or clients get a tag added in active campaign. And when they get tagged in active campaign, let me see, tag tracker. So what happens is that they'll get tagged, and then they'll the when the lead gets tagged, when the lead gets tagged, it'll trigger the webhook, and the webhook will add all the data from all the data the lead has into a Google Sheet. So that can be, we'll go here, I go to what was the so that can be anywhere from their name or email or number or any of this data. It will add any of that data to a Google Sheets. And then later, I think in the afternoon, around the afternoon, I'll have a make automation that looks through that Google Sheets, queries all the data from the Google Sheets, and then has the AI will have the AI call all those leads with the whatever personal information it has in the leads are pulled from that CRM, pretty much. And what's cool about Active Campaign actually is that you can do a lot of automations. You can do a lot of automation based on email interactions. So if somebody replied to you, you can build an automation for that. Yeah, it's Google Analytics. If somebody click a link, you can build an automation off that. If somebody even opened your email or reads your email, you can build an automation off that. So that's pretty cool part about Active Campaign. And then outside of that, I'm working on another thing I'm working on is, I think there's one more feature that with the same client, there's one more feature I have to add where he also wants the AI agent to be able to book meetings on his calendar link. So I'm reading up on Outlook Calendar API because he uses Microsoft Office. He wants to be able to book it on Outlook Calendar. So um, yeah, I'm reading up on the API so I can integrate that with the I can integrate that with the voice agent. And I don't know if let me see, Microsoft. I don't know if Make has that jerk. I don't think they don't. This is Microsoft Teams, so I don't think they have the jerk. Well, they might have it. I'm not sure, but I'll probably add this. I'll probably put this out in Make and have that based on and have uses if it doesn't have a model for this, I'll just use a HTTP model to just I guess use leverage the API to book meetings there, book meetings directly on Microsoft Outlook. And then I think outside of that, I'm also building another agent for real estate for a real I guess a real for somebody that's in real estate too, or somebody that does real estate. And it's what the goal of that is. Let me go to retail AI. So this is the active campaign one. Let's see. So yeah, I'm also building out another real estate agent for another real estate voice agent for another client. And I guess the concept is, I guess the concept is that he'll run a Facebook ad. He'll fill out, the lead might see the Facebook ad and he might be interested for that property. He might be interested in that property. He'll fill out a form. That form, so he fills out that form. That data will be added to Google Sheets. The AI looks at the data from the Google Sheets. It'll call that lead with all the information he filled out, and then it'll qualify him. So ask him some questions to qualify him. If he qualifies, it'll book a meeting. And it'll use Cloud.com to book a meeting on the person's calendar. If they don't qualify, it won't book a meeting, and then after call, it adds all the post data, like what they how the what were the answers to their questions and all that to a Google Sheets. So that one's just a pretty simple integration. I'm using N8 for that. I think I'm using N8 for that. So that one's pretty straightforward. I'm using Cloud.com, which I've used a bunch of times. So that one's pretty straightforward integration. And outside of that, what I'm actually doing, I've been focused on is I've been playing a lot around with my prompting. So I want to make a prompting video and a bunch of prompting posts. So I've been kind of playing around with all the different ways, all the how I can really completely optimize my voice agent with prompting pretty much. So one of the two biggest things I've been playing around with when it comes to the prompting aspect is let me go to one of my agents and I thought so one of the issues with voice agents is that they don't understand they don't understand when um you're still speaking. So in a sense, how voice agents usually work is that it responds or detects when a user stops speaking depending on how long they've been silent. So if I'm speaking, I say, "Hey, what's up?" and I stop. If it will detect that I'm not speaking based on that I was it stopped hearing audio for a certain time frame or it stopped hearing me talking for a certain time frame. The issue with that is sometimes people will talk and they'll stop to think. So they might be like, "Yeah, I wanted to do this, but and they might stop to think for a bit and they'll start talking. The issue is that the AI doesn't understand the concept on the instead usually doesn't understand the concept because it's deciding if it should talk or not based on how long you've been silent. So what I do here is that I'm using this same logic that a lot of I guess companies have been releasing models for. I think LiveCat released a model for which is end of thought, where you use the model to detect if the user stopped talking or not based on, I guess, the meaning of the text or what they've said. So, for example, if the user said, my phone number is 55123 and they stopped, the AI can tell that the user's probably not done talking since phone numbers are usually 9 or 10 digits and he's only said 6 digits, so he's probably still repeating his phone number. Or the AI or if I said I was thinking about getting a new and I stopped, the AI can tell that I'm not finished and I might still say something because um I didn't say what did I get that was new? What was new? So I didn't finish my statement. You can tell that I didn't finish my statement. So, for example, if I test this out, hey,
Hello. How can I assist you today?
I was thinking of I was thinking of getting a new toy.
That sounds exciting. What kind of toy are you thinking about?
Maybe maybe a T-Rex.
A T-Rex toy sounds awesome. Are you looking for
Uh, it ended, but you saw what you did see is that when I didn't complete my sentence, you see when I didn't complete my sentence, it outputs this right here. So what happens is that when I don't when it tells that I haven't finished talking, it doesn't output anything. It doesn't output a response, and that's how. And then when it sees that I'm done talking, that's when it outputs a response.
Got it? Yes, that's exactly how it works. When I detect that you've completed your thought, I respond accordingly. If I sense you're still processing or continuing, I pause to avoid interrupting. Let me know if you'd like to test this further.
Yeah, so that's one thing I'm working on. I'm trying to have the prompt AI where it can tell when it shouldn't talk or not. And then there's another aspect where I'm testing out is interruptions and let me actually go to Vappy because it actually works better with Vappy. But there's a lot of cases where I feel like when you interrupt AI, it always goes kind of haywire. It just goes haywire when it does. If it's speaking and I interrupt it mid sentence, it starts going crazy and it starts kind of it will completely change topics or it'll lose its train of thought and start talking about something else. I think it's when I've noticed that it starts to just hallucinate more when it's interrupted, or at least it kind of gets off track more when it's when you start interrupting more. So what I've been kind of working on is kind of prompting it to understand that it's been interrupted and how to kind of respond to interruptions. So like talk to assistant.
Hello, is this Alozi Ian talking to?
Yeah, it is.
Great, thanks for calling. How can I assist you with your social media needs today?
What do you help with?
We help with everything from strategy to execution. That includes platform audits, optimizing your bio and
You help
highlight.
with strategy?
Yes, absolutely. We develop a customized strategy for your brand, focusing on content planning, audience engagement, and growth tactics. After that, we move into launching content and engagement strategies.
So you do crypt tactics?
Not crypt tactics, growth tactics. These are strategies to help increase your followers, engagement, and overall visibility on social media platforms. For example, we might use targeted campaigns, collaborations.
So I'll go more into that later when I do a post on it, but I'm just trying to clean up the capability. I'm just trying to make it more consistent on um to kind of be make it more consistent, more ready to kind of I guess, be able to deal with some of the stuff that happened in the happen in audio conversations, like interruptions or somebody not finishing a sentence. I just want to be able to deal with that more. So I've just been playing around with a lot of prompts and stuff to see how I can most optimize this voice stuff. So that's the other thing, big thing I've been kind of working on. But yeah, that's kind of it for today. And yeah, talk later.